Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with more of our season preview series here on the BFL website, and this time we've taken the trip down the highway. We've caught up with Jarrod Edwards, the coach of the reigning premiers, the Darley Footy Club. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
It does, mate, yeah. It does sound pretty good.
Well, thanks for joining us, Tad. How's pre-season been so far, mate?
Look, mate, it's been good. It's been good. We took the approach to sort of lighten the load before Christmas.
Yep.
Obviously, because we had such a big season last year, and just try to take a bit of load off the guys, more mentally, try and freshen them up, ready to go. And post-Christmas, mate, it's been pretty solid. We had a solid 6-week block. We had a camp last weekend. We went up to Echuca, which basically finalised that block of pre-season, and now we're focused now on the next 4 weeks of basically practice matches, mate, and setting up and making sure we're right to go.
Obviously, the last moment of the season last year was yourself and Shane Page holding a big shiny silver cup high up in the air. Has that changed things around here? You've gone from the hunters to the hunted now, and has it changed anything around here, do you think?
Not really, mate, I don't think. I think, I've been at Darley now for coming on 10 years, and I think, Darley's a side in the Ballarat competition where I think every side brings their best team and their best game against Darley. They want to knock them off every week, so we've probably had that feel of being the hunted anyhow without actually having the success.
Yep.
So, look, I'd be naive to think that it hasn't changed things. Obviously, to win a flag, the first one in 20 years is a big deal, but the boys have basically taken in their stride, and they've got that bit of success now, and they just want to go again.
Talk to us about the new guys that have come down to the club. Obviously, Mitch Banner is the one that we've all heard about and come straight out of Williamstown, the VFL team of the year, into the Darley side. But obviously, we'll talk a bit about Mitch, but tell us about some of the other guys that have come into the club as well.
Yeah, look, Mitch is, he's been flying. He hasn't missed a beat. We picked up young Dan Robson from South Barwon as well, who was originally a back smash boy, so he's jumped on board with us. Got a couple of guys back to the club as well, and big Scotty McAllister's come back.
Yep. Well, it's handy to have that ruckman in there.
Yeah.
You kind of almost, with no disrespect to Marty Gray, but you didn't have that recognised ruckman last year.
Yeah, look, ruckman, I'm not overly huge on the importance of ruckman, but obviously have to be able to have someone like Scotty come back to the club. It's a massive bonus, but like you said, to do what we done last year without a recognised ruckman, it's just a bonus. And Brad Inglis has been training the whole pre-season as well, so he's set and looks good to make another return.
Because he's basically a recruit for you now.
Yeah, well, he didn't play at all last year. Had the whole year off, and it's probably 18 months since he's actually played. Had a hit out. He's been training, and mate, he's as fit as he's been, and like you said, he's basically a new recruit for us. Guys like Richard Knight, who only played 3 games last year in the home and away season, he's fit and firing, ready to go. So yeah, look, mate, we did lose a couple, obviously, but we're confident we've covered what we've lost and added a few guys in as well. Which
is always going to help, because you've always got teams that are trying to take that next step up. You can't just sit on your laurels, you've got to improve, otherwise the rest of the competition will catch up to you.
Yeah, and mate, the Ballarat competition's a good, very good standard of footy. If you get caught, flat-footed, and you quite quickly get overtaken. So we took that mindset into this year as well, which we have the last couple of years that I've been in charge. We've always sort of been that 10-15% behind, and the top teams are always looking to gain 5 or 10. If you're 10 or 15 behind, you've got to gain 20-25%. So we've taken that same mindset into this pre-season, and hence why we chase Mitchy pretty hard, and a few of the other guys have been able to bring in as well.
Who's impressed you on the track so far?
Oh, look, without stating the obvious, probably Mitch.
Yep.
He hasn't missed a beat, hasn't missed a session. And one of the young fellas, Sammy Holt, to be honest with you, we call him the animal. But mate, he sort of had half a year off last year to concentrate on some golf. But he's come back this year, mate, and he's probably the fittest guy at the club at the moment. Had a first hit out on the weekend, and he played really well. So.
What are you looking at out of the practice match schedule this year? Just really getting touch into blokes, finding out kind of who's there leading into round 1, given that you're an early start for round 1 this year compared to the rest of the league?
Yeah, look, definitely, mate. We with lightening that load before Christmas, we ended up teeing up 4 pracky matches. So we had our first one last weekend against Seymour, which was at home, and basically the first one, mate, we played a lot of the kids and give them the opportunity, and just trying to get some run in the leagues. And The next 3 weeks, mate, next 3 games, basically that, mate. We'll monitor guys going in. We're pretty lucky at the moment. Our list is basically injury free. We've got a couple of guys who's sort of on monitored programs and things like that, but we don't really have any injuries as such that we've got to worry about going in. It's more so just managing the guys now and getting them fit and ready to go. Make sure they're ready to go come, the 9th of April against Melton South here at home.
And we mentioned that game obviously brought forward as well from a game later in the season, but you get to start the season off, you get the season opener, you get the huge crowd here, unfurling the flag, a luncheon that day, everything like that. It's going to be a pretty big day for the footy club.
Yeah, it is. I know the club and the committee were pretty big on trying to get that game brought forward. So, look, I'm happy either way, mate. It is going to be good. More so for the club and supporters and the committee and those sort of guys to appreciate the effort and the work that's gone in and I suppose enjoy a little bit of it as well.
Yep.
So,
well, very much looking forward to that day, and obviously we're still a fair way to go, but it's going to go very, very quickly indeed. Tad, thanks for joining us, mate. Best of luck with the preparations leading into the season opener.
No worries, thanks, mate.
Jarrod Edwards, the coach of the Darley Footy Club, joining us on our season preview series. Still got more to come in the series. We're going to head out to Sebastopol and have a chat with Shane Snipson at some stage before the season starts, as well as articles on every other BFL club. We've had the Lakers already, we've had Sunbury already. Keep your eyes though on the BFL website as we cover all 11 clubs in their pre-season 2016.